Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we are doing my comic collection video. Going through my comic collection video. So yeah, we're going to go through this box here. This box is my Daredevil box. I have at least six. I have at least 10 short boxes, I think. So yeah, we're going to start a new series going through my comic book collection. This is pretty much inspired by Super Russ 9000, because he did a video series like this the last couple of years, and I find it really entertaining to go through and see all the books you have in your collection. And yeah, so we're just gonna kick this off with my Daredevil book, or Daredevil box, and yeah, we'll get started right away. No more waiting around, so here we go. First book is Flashback issue number 1, or -1, right there. And yeah, really cool. Daredevil issue -1. Gotta throw that down there. Next up, we have Daredevil number 1, John Tyler Christopher variant cover. Sorry for the glare. Hopefully, I can fix that there. Very cool. Next up, we have Daredevil Battle and Jack Murdoch, written by Zeb Wells. Right there. Very cool. Art by Carmine Digiamenko, something like that. There you go. So that's issue number 1. Next up, issue number 2. In a 4-issue limited series, and Battle and Jack Murdoch. This one's a really cool cover. So, issue number 2. Next up, we have issue number 3 by Zeb Wells. Battle and Jack Murdoch. Very cool. Next up, issue number 4. These don't have bags and boards because I found them in a dollar bin just like that. And yeah, so eventually I'll get around to putting them in proper bags and boards. Same with these ones because they don't have a bag or a board either. Found them in a dollar bin. And yeah, so this is Daredevil Yellow, issue number 1. Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale. Next up, Daredevil Yellow, issue number 2. Right there. Very cool. So yeah, next up, issue number 3. Daredevil Yellow, stepping into the ring. Got Matt Murdock, and looks like Foggy. Not 100% sure. Next up, issue number 4. Never lead with your feet. Next up, issue number 5. Against the Ropes. And the next should be issue number 6. The Final Bell. Daredevil Yellow. Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale. Very cool. So next up, True Believers number 1. Reprint of Daredevil issue number 1. Probably the only copy I'll ever own, because the price for regular or real issue number 1 is way too high right now. So I am totally happy with having that as a placeholder. So Daredevil number 1, or Daredevil Black and White number 1. Super issue. I remember seeing this on a t-shirt. You can order it through superherostuff.com. Next up, this is Daredevil -1. I remember getting an extra copy and giving this to Super Russ 9000 last year, maybe, or 2 years ago. Because I accidentally bought 2, which happens, and you'll probably see that coming up later in this box. So Marvel Tales issue number 11, reprinting Amazing Spider-Man 16, I believe, or 14. Plus a bunch of other reprints on the bottom. Got a date stamp. August 9, 1967. Classic cover by Steve Ditko. Very, very cool. Next up, we have issue number 51 of Daredevil, Silver Age. I believe this is Gene Colan. Issue number 51. Next up, we have Daredevil 67. Fighting Stilt Man right there. Classic Silver Age cover. So now we're moving out of the Silver Age. And here we are with the Bronze, I believe. Daredevil 132, second appearance of Bullseye. And this is a 9 pence version. I believe that's the only pence copy I have, or pence book that I own. And here's a Marvel Legends reprint. As you can see, it says not for sale. But yeah, I got my price sticker still on there, $4.50. Next up, 148. Paid $5 a couple months ago at like a little tiny con that was nearby. Next up, we have 156. I also got this at a dollar bin, or out of a dollar bin, and yeah, it does not have a board. It just has the bag. Eventually, I'll get a board in there. Next up, we have 159. Oh, this is just after Frank Miller took over writing duties. He started with 158, so we got a newsstand copy. And yeah, I only paid $10 for it, which is a steal. I was trying to find a copy in that kind of a grade and price. It's like 40 or $50. Next up, we have Daredevil 60. Classic Daredevil cover, or Bullseye cover. Black Widow being like strangled basically with her hairdryer. And yeah, because I'm weird and I don't keep track of my books, despite having that CLZ app, bought another copy of 160 newsstand. And yeah, so I have 2 newsstand copies in the same condition grade, because that happens sometimes for some reason. 163, Beware the Hulk. Fighting the Hulk, another newsstand. Seem to have a lot of newsstands that I never really noticed until now. 164. This is just another Marvel Legends reprint, not for resale. Classic cover. This is $6 Canadian I paid not too long ago. Next up, we have 167. This is 167, first appearance of the Mauler. First appearance and death of the Mauler. Yeah, this is my worst copy, I think, in this book, or in this box. 170. First Kingpin in the Daredevil title. Another newsstand. But yeah, not too happy with this copy. It's very, very rough. I don't even know what to grade. Probably even a 3, maybe. Kind of want a better copy eventually. But yeah, first appearance of Kingpin in the Daredevil title. Next up, we have Daredevil 171. This is the first meeting of Daredevil and Kingpin. First battle, basically. So, for all you Daredevil fans out there that don't want Amazing Spider-Man 50 first appearance of Kingpin, you can definitely settle for 170 or 171 of Daredevil. So yeah, this is the OG copy for 50 cents. Next up, yeah, I have another copy for 50 cents. That I picked up because I'm weird. This is a really rough copy. A lot of spine roll, color breaking ticks. And yeah, this one's really bad. But yeah, first meeting between Daredevil and Kingpin. And here's a copy of 171 Marvel Legends reprint. Not for resale. Paid $6 for this one. But yeah, 3 copies because that's what happens. 172. Classic cover with Bullseye. Another newsstand. I have a lot of newsstands that I'm just starting to realize. That's crazy. Did not know that. 174, first appearance of the Hand. Right there. This is a really good copy. Really clean. Maybe send it to get graded. But yeah, not a newsstand for once. 175. Another classic cover. Direct edition. Daredevil and Elektra battling the Hand right there. Next up we have 176. My back and board says the grade on the bottom, on the back, near mid minus. But first appearance of Stick, the blind man there who trains Daredevil and Elektra. Not a newsstand. Next up we have 177. First, or no, not a first appearance. Just a neat looking cover, very trippy. Next up we have 178, I believe. 178. Really hoping this doesn't fall over. But yeah, 178. First appearance, our first meeting of Luke Cage and Iron Fist with Daredevil. Really, really cool. So that was 178. Next up we have 179. I'm hoping this doesn't fall over. Hold it like that. So yeah, 179. You can win that 10-speed racer. Classic cover. Probably the most famous. Another newsstand somehow. Weird. Next up we have 180. This one was really hard to find. So I ended up settling and going to my comic shop. Yeah, really, really cool cover. Next up is Facsimile. Facsimile of 181, first appearance of Wolverine. Just joking, Death of Elektra. Yeah, definitely a lot of 181s are keys. First Wolverine, first Poison Ivy. But yeah, really cool. Just Facsimile because I have a graded copy. That's a 9.8, which is the original. So yeah, figure I'll just don't need a raw copy if I got a graded 9.8. So yeah, next up is 182. First issue after the Death of Elektra. Classic cover by Frank Miller. Next up we have 183, another classic cover. First meeting with Punisher and Daredevil. Don't fall over. Set that up so it doesn't fall, hopefully. Next up we have 184. Classic cover. I have another copy that's graded at a 7.5. I have a feeling this one might grade higher, but kind of wanted a graded copy and a raw copy. Next up, 185. Nothing really special about this one. Has a really cool cover. No key or anything like that. Let's see if I can fix this here. Next up, 186. Yeah, 186. Another newsstand somehow. 187. Next up, 188. Another 189. Big sticker, very fine. Just in case you're wondering what the grade is. Very fine copy. Next up, 190. Return of Elektra, or Resurrection, I guess. Another newsstand somehow. This is crazy. Did not expect that many newsstand copies. This one, 181. This is a classic issue between Daredevil and Bullseye, where they play Russian roulette, and Daredevil can hear where the bullet is and stuff like that. Really, really cool. This is first appearance of Yuriko Oyama, issue number 197, who later goes on to be Lady Deathstrike, who is currently, I believe, in the most current run of Deadpool. Next up we have issue 200, another newsstand somehow, weird. 200, but yeah, really cool cover with Bullseye. That's awesome. I believe that's a John Byrne, I think, maybe. Could be wrong. If I am, let me know in the comments. So yeah, next up we have 205, another bondage cover. Pretty much the only reason why I picked it up. Not a key or anything, just a cool bondage cover. Had to pick it up. Oh, next up we have 230. 230, this is where Daredevil finds out his mother is Maggie, one of the sisters at the church. I like how it says Born Again, finally. Part of that incredible run that Frank Miller did, or series. 231, getting near the end of the Born Again storyline. I do have 227, the beginning, but it's graded in my graded box that we'll get to eventually in this series. Next we have 232, another newsstand. 232, first appearance of Nuke. And, yeah, first appearance of Nuke, who I believe is in the Jessica Drew series for a little bit. Another newsstand somehow, 233. And I believe this is the last issue of the Born Again storyline. Next up, 236. Just a 25th anniversary cover by Marvel. That they did for all the titles. With that little border around it. Oop, almost got it. Alright, we'll pull this a little closer. That way it's not so far. Alright guys, so next up. That's a lot better angle. Alright, so we got Merry Christmas. Daredevil, 253. Throw that there. Oop. And this is Daredevil 264. I thought this was my birthday book, but I am totally wrong. So yeah, this is just a random book that I thought was my birthday book. But yeah, there's a random copy in there. This is 288. Yeah, 288 Daredevil. Another newsstand. It is just a classic cover, or cool cover that I had to pick up. Not a key or anything, just a cool looking cover. So yeah, had to pick that one up. Let's see here. Hopefully that doesn't fall over again. Next up we have Devil's Reign, issue number 1. This is just a blank cover. Eventually I'll have somebody draw on it. Next up, Devil's Reign number 1. Scotty Young. Very cool. Right. Another older book. Bronze Age. What If Elektra Hadn't Lived? Issue number 35. Another newsstand. That's crazy. Did not expect as many newsstands when I started. And next up, what if Daredevil had killed the Kingpin, part of the Born Again or timeline, I guess, or storyline. So yeah, what if number 2? This is just a Halloween Comic Fest book. I believe it's reprinting Daredevil. Oh, I want to say 27, maybe 28, something like that. I want to say 27. Alright, this is beginning the Daredevil Chip Zdarsky run. So Daredevil Annual number 1. I think the return of Mike Murdock. This is issue number 1. This is signed by Chip to me. Hopefully that's showing up on the camera. To Chris, love Chip. So yeah, just really, really cool. He's so friendly, so awesome. And so now issue number 1 is the first appearance of Detective Cole North. There's some controversy that this one is the first appearance of Detective Cole North, but pretty sure it's issue number 1, not number 2. Daredevil number 3, very cool cover, very underrated. Next up, issue number 4, classic cover with Punisher. Try to stop these from falling over. So yeah, issue number 5, very classic cover. This is awesome. Julian Tedesco at his finest. This is Daredevil number 6, part of that run. Next up, I believe this is a variant cover to number 6. But it's a wraparound cover that shows off all the different costumes of Daredevil. Because I believe on the back is that black costume from the Netflix show. Next up, number 7. Turn for the glare. Can't seem to figure it out. There we go. Try to pile on the side now. This is number 8. I like how each issue has a different sized font for the Daredevil logo. So here's number 9. No Devils, Only God, part 4. So number 9, here's number 9 again, but a variant cover with Bullseye. Dead Man's Hand. Bring on the Bad Guys variant cover. Number 10. Number 11. Try to speed it up so it's not so long of a video. So number 11. Number 12. Number 13. Number 14. This is probably the best cover out of the entire series, I believe. You got Daredevil on the right, Detective Cole North on the left, the badge, the nunchucks, or the batons there. Very, very cool. Got blood on all over the place. Sitting in a diner. Issue number 15. Another cover with Bullseye. Love it. 17. Return of the black costume from the Netflix slash Disney Plus show. That issue is very hard to find because of the preview of Strange Academy. Issue number 18, Fighting the Owl. Number 19, Inferno. Really great issue. Pretty much fighting everybody. A bunch of rogues gallery in the Hell's Kitchen. So yeah, Inferno part 2 of 2. That was issue number 20. This is 21. Oh, this is a classic Marco Cicchetto cover. 22. 22 right here. Got here Daredevil and Iron Man together. 23. Classic Alex Ross cover. Here's 23 again. I do have a lot of variant covers. I love Daredevil, so I definitely collect as many variant covers as I can because a lot of them are really cool. So yeah, 24. This is just before he goes to prison. Variant cover to number 24. And second print of Daredevil number 25, where Elektra takes over as Daredevil. This one's in a top loader. It's issue number 25, first print of Elektra turning into Daredevil. This one is also 25, but Ken Lashley cover. It is signed by Ken Lashley. I don't know how it's going to show up. Right there. So that's in a top loader for protection. Next up, 25 again, another second print, because I'm weird and I collect multiple copies. That's 26. Connecting cover with the other 26. Right there, where they're just reaching out and trying to fight off the null. That was a King in Black tie-in. See on Daredevil number 27. 28. There's 28. There's the reprint, or actual copy of that reprint from Halloween Comic Fest. 29. This one's a cool cover. Number 30. This is 31. 31 again. I just like this one because it looks like Shocker's punching Daredevil in the groin. So that's really the only reason why I picked it up. It's Greg Land, so not too big of a fan of the artwork anyways, but yeah, 32. 33. 33 again. This is like a video game kind of weird variant cover. This is a Rob Liefeld variant cover with Deadpool. Probably one of the better ones that Rob has done. 34. Another 34. This is the regular cover A. Next up, 35. Cover A. Fighting Bullseye. 36. That's cover A. Now we're back into the older Bronze Shades books. So this is my birthday book. This is the one that's actually my birthday book. That's 268. So yeah, here we got Devil's Reign number 1. Devil's Reign number 2. Devil's Reign number 3. Devil's Reign number 4. Yep, no phone. That was number 4. Here's number 5. Number 5. Number 6. Return of Echo. This is the annual from the Charles Soule run. Daredevil 325. Daredevil 299. Yeah, there's some random copies now. Elektra Black, White, and Blood, number 3. Devil's Reign Omega, Omega, so number 1, I guess. This is Chip Zdarsky signed book, right there. Some Daredevil from the most current run that's ending very soon. This is John Romita variant cover. Number 2, Legacy number 650. This is number 2 as well. This is Bill Sienkiewicz. He did a Predator variant cover. So yeah, Bill Sienkiewicz, so we definitely have to pick that up. Number 3 from the most current run. Number 4. That's number 5. This is number 5. 1 in 10 variant cover. So yeah, number 7. These are going to be in random order. So yeah, number 7. Number 7 again is Frank Cho variant cover. Homage to 181 for his Wolverine. Just kidding. And number 10. I have other issues where it's the full run, but they're thrown in all different boxes. But yeah, this is the last one. This is the Kevin Eastman variant cover for number 10. And yeah, box is now empty. Thanks so much for watching. Sorry it was so long. That was a lot of books. And yeah, now I get the joy of putting them all back into the box. Thanks so much, guys, for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoy this series. Hopefully it won't be as long as this video, but you know, this was a really thick, packed box. And yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. See you guys next video.